Shalom, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. If today is your first time, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel Shalom Studies so that anytime I upload video, you'll be first to be notified. God bless you so much, family, for supporting the channel and pushing it on. Please subscribe and share these videos to your friends and your families so that they will also gain the blessings you are receiving. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend and share the videos with others. Today I'm going to talk to you about the wicked character of spiritual husband and wife. Spiritual husband or spiritual wife. The wicked character of spiritual husband or spiritual wife. Last week I talked about part of it, what they do to mark you, the mark they put on your body. It's very important that we know them totally. We know their characteristics, their behaviors, their thinking, their missions, what is their purpose in your life. Why are you a victim? How did they came to being? Where do they come from? Their activities. When you know all these things, it empowers you, it gives you confidence. There are some things that will come in your way, and you don't even need to see a prophet. You don't need to go into prayer. Automatically, the moment you know their signs, you know their symptoms, you know their marks, automatically it gives you the courage, the upper hand for you to know that this is the spiritual marriage attack in your life. When you get to know them, it becomes more easy for you to be able to deal with them. The enemy you don't know is very, very difficult for you to tackle or to overcome. So I'm sharing a lot on this spiritual husband and spiritual wife messages. I have so much I can talk about their activities. So much. How they came to being, how they marry the women on earth, how God chased them away, how they came in the form of demonic angels and they became human being and began to marry the daughters of men. One day I'll talk about their foundation so that you will know where they come from. They are very, very dangerous entities, very, very dangerous animals, very, very, very dangerous demons. If you're a victim to spiritual husband and spiritual wife, you will never have peace. Believe me, you will never have peace. The moment you are there, the moment you belong to them, they take full control. They take full control. When you go to the churches, half of the members of every congregation is full of spiritual marriage victims. But because the pastors may not know what to do to help them out, to deliver them, they keep on serving God, they keep on praying for breakthrough, keep on praying for marriage, and some of them end up jumping out of the faith. Then they end up saying, there is no God. I have served God throughout my life, nothing has come out of it. These are some of the wicked characteristics of the marine spirit or the spiritual husband. One of their characteristics is to make sure you don't believe in God. You lose faith. Because you see, when you are serving God, it becomes very difficult. And when the pastors or the church is talking about they are revealing them, exposing them, they hate it. So their mission is for you not to believe in God, not to have faith in God. So something small will happen to you and you turn against God. You turn against God. You begin to say, there is no God. I have served God throughout my life. I have done this and that. And I have not gained anything. You have not gained anything from being a Christian. And the moment you arrive at that point, you have given them what they want. It's one of their characteristics, is to push you away from God so that they can have control over your life. I know you may be going through some challenges. I know you may be going through some difficulties. These are their works. They put so much heaviness on you. When you are not able to carry, then you'll be able to visit them. A brother shared a dream he had about spiritual marriage. He was born from an idol home. He was born from an idol home. And he said one time he had a dream where a woman came to him and told him, if he tries to come out from their camp, they will kill him. And the next message they gave him was to take a cock and go to the beach and cut the head of the cock, so that the blood that will touch the sea, it will activate and empower their relationship between him and the water kingdom. So he came to me, he told me, and I told him the moment he do that, it means he has automatically sold himself. It will be difficult, it will take the hand of God to deliver him. So they are very, very serious. When you are their victim, they make sure you don't come out. You don't come out, so that they will control you. Let's look at something in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 26. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 26. He said, and that they will come to their senses and escape from the trap of the devil, who has taken them captive to do his will. To do his will. The reason is, he said, and that they will come to their senses. When one of the major characteristics of the spiritual husband and the spiritual wife is they capture your mind, they capture your brain. Very, very, very powerful. So the Bible is saying that you will come to your senses and you escape the trap of the devil, the trap of the spirit husband, the trap of the spirit wife, who has taken them captive to do their will, to do his will. So anytime you become a victim to the spirit husband, a victim to the spirit wife, the first place they tackle is your mind. They get hold of your mind. When somebody gets hold of your mind, when somebody pollutes your head, whatever they tells you, you do, you obey. You obey them. Your mind is the strong room for both God and the devil. Whomever you surrender your mind to, take charge. So when the spirit husband or the spirit wife comes and enter into covenant with you, the first place they take control is your mind. So that's why you will do their will. They have a will, they have a reason, they have a pattern, they have a mission for you to fulfill. Number one, their mission is to destroy yourself. They make sure to capture your mind. When they capture your mind, you become a victim. You become a captive to them. You enter into their spiritual prison for you to come out. And the moment they control they capture your mind, whatsoever they tell you, you obey. Because they are now in charge of your mind. They are now in control of your mind. When you are captured by the spirit husband or the spirit wife, the first place they control over is your mind. Why? Because they must give you instructions to follow. They must give you instructions to follow. I have dealt with this thing so many times. So I have control. What I'm telling you, about this spiritual marriage. I have control. I have dealt with it. From the time or from the day of my ministry, I have been dealing with this particular spirit in people's life. I have taken people through deliverance. I have dealt with so many of them. So I know their manifestations. I know their characteristics. I know the way they think. I know the way they behave. I know their ways. I can talk to you, work with you, and in the twinkling of an eye, if I want to know, I will know whether you have a spirit husband or a spirit wife. It's just like that. Because I know the signs. I know their characteristics. So when they capture your mind, their main focus is to make sure you follow their instructions. You follow their instruction. Whatever they tells you, you do it. Their main reason why they control your mind so that you don't come out from their camp. They don't want you to come out from their camp. One of their characteristics is they hate their victims to be delivered. They hate when one of them is delivered from their camp, there is always a cry in their camp. They wail, they cry, they are in pain because they don't want to lose any of their victim. So if you are a victim or if you are captured or you are in the marine kingdom and you are doing their things, they make sure to make you happy. Make you happy that you see nothing wrong in whatever you do. You see nothing wrong in whatever you do. You do their wishes for them. When your mind is controlled by these evil spirits, they make sure you marry yourself. There are millions of people who are married to themselves. Let me explain. When you are married to yourselves, you love yourself. Sometimes I watch people on social media and say, love yourself, do this, do that. Now, there is a different pattern of love yourself. There are people, when they say love yourself, it means you masturbate. If you have masturbated before, it means you have married yourself. You are the wife and you are the husband. One person, two in one. If you have masturbated before, and if you are masturbating, it means you have given the spiritual husband, the spiritual wife, the legality to control you. So therefore, they will make sure you keep on masturbating. You see, anytime you masturbate and you release, either be a man or a woman, whatever you release is not wasted for them. For them, they take it because whatever comes out of what you release is blood. And they operate most in the blood, in blood. They always need blood to intensify, to make sure the covenant is fortified. The covenant becomes strong. So they control your mind and they keep on telling you, go and watch pornography. Look at this woman and be disastrous. Do this, have this desire. You begin to think of the women you have slept with, then you end up masturbating. When you do that, what you have done is you have released blood, which will empower them, which will give them the power to control you. So that is one of their characteristics. They have to control your mind. They have to speak to your head. They have to tell you, it is time, go and masturbate. It is time, go and masturbate. I know so many people, they do masturbation in their office. They do masturbation in wherever they are. When they are in town and they see a toilet, public toilet, they have to ease themselves and go. And I know people who always have vibrators in their bag. Wherever they reach, and the spiritual husband tells them, go and do it, the urge will come. They will look for a place. If it is a bush, behind a building, anywhere, any convenient place, they will go there and ease themselves. When they do that, they are building a stronger and a bold covenant. You need God to bring you out. You need God to bring you out. So there are people who have done what? Who have married themselves. They are the husband and they are the wife. When they control your mind, it becomes very easy. If you're a man and you don't see anything wrong in sleeping with a prostitute, that means you have moved from normal sin. Now it has become a normal thing for you. It's no more a problem. As a matter of fact, you don't see anything wrong. The moment you begin to see that, and if you're a woman, any man that tells you, I love you, you just open your leg. Any man that tells you, I love you, you just give free donation. Free donation. You become a partial whore. You become a partial prostitute. You sleep with anything on the street. It is not your will. It's because something, the spirit husband, spirit wife has captured your head. They have captured your mind. They are controlling you so that you destroy yourself. So their characteristics, the Bible says, and that they will come out from their senses and escape the trap of the devil. It is a trap to destroy you. Who has taken you into captivity to do his will? So when you are masturbating, you are doing the will of the spirit husband and the spirit wife. When you are playing with yourself, when you are sleeping around, you are just sleeping with any prostitute, anyone on the street. These are their activities, their characteristics for you to do what? To fortify the covenant. When they control your mind, they make you see nothing wrong with your character. They make sure. There are so many people. I told you I've dealt with them. Sometimes when they come and we start talking, they end up saying, I don't see anything wrong. People are sleeping around, so why is it me? Why is it for them? They have done it and it is wrong. They make you see nothing wrong in doing that. They make you see nothing wrong. They said everyone is doing it, so it's also okay for me to do it. They make sure you see nothing wrong in right, in your character. They make sure you see yourself as the best. You are always the best. You cannot be corrected. You cannot be directed. You cannot be counseled. You cannot be advised. Whatever you do, if anyone comes to advise you, you quarrel with the person. Why are they doing all this to you? Because they don't want you to come out. They want you to be a captive to them. They want you to maintain in their camp. These are the wicked characteristics of the spirit husband and the spirit wife. They control your mind so that you see right and wrong. Now, in this generation, sleeping around is the normal thing. As a matter of fact, people have stopped talking about it in the church. It's bad. It's sin to talk about it in the church. So they make sure you see nothing wrong in right. Everything you do should be what? Right. Even wrong should be right for you. Because everyone is doing it. They control your mind so that sexual immorality becomes normal for you. Sexual immorality becomes normal for you. You do it. Some people will regret after doing it, but just give them 5 minutes. But this person did it. This one did it. So if I've done it, I don't think there's anything wrong. These are some of the characteristics showing that this spiritual husband and wife have captured your mind. They have captured your mind. They tell you everyone is doing it. Now, they hate seeing their victims coming out of their camp. So they make sure you hate God and the things of God. They make sure you hate God and the things of God. So that you will not come out, you will not get your deliverance. Their characteristics is to control you into wrong partner. One of their characteristics, after controlling you, you have abused yourself. You have been sleeping with yourself. At the end of the day, they will make sure to lead you into one of their own. If you're a woman, they'll connect you to a wrong spiritual someone who is also in their camp. Remember, they don't want you to come out. They don't want you to come out. So that is why I have prepared these herbs. I told you it has 21 spiritual herbs for breaking spiritual marriage. For breaking spiritual marriage. So if you need one, you can contact me on WhatsApp and I will deliver it to you. God bless you so much. Shalom. Peace unto you.